Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is the free NBA Daily Bets podcast and YouTube channel. Today was okay. It was a small losing day. I shouldn't have bet Chicago, but I won another 5-unit max bet winner with the Memphis Grizzlies minus 2.5. I think I've won my last 5 in a row, 5-unit max bets that I've played and released at Twitter, where I release all my official plays at Easy Money Wins. So follow all my official bets at Twitter or X at Easy Money Wins. All right, guys. So let's just get into it. And before I get into it, really quick, I am traveling the next 5 days. I won't be in town. I'm gonna bring my laptop. I'm gonna bring my microphone with the intention of doing the podcast. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm going to try my best to get out the Martin Luther King Jr. Day because that's a huge NBA day. So I will get that one out for sure. But Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, I don't know about that, guys. But I will be betting still. I still will be placing NBA bets. So, okay, with that said, let's get into it, guys. Oh, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, show some love. I love y'all. Let's win some money. All right, first game up for Thursday, January 16th. We have the Indiana Pacers at the Detroit Pistons, the red-hot Detroit Pistons. Let's jump into the Pistons side of the equation. So the Pistons have won, 7 out of their last 8 games, won 2 in a row. They've beaten the Knicks, the Timberwolves, and the Magic, but the Magic were shorthanded. They really haven't beaten a lot of anybody, honestly. It's just really Minnesota and New York, really. They play Saturday at home against Phoenix, and then they go out on the road for a 5-game road trip after Saturday. But they got some time. They've had 2 days off, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Pistons do. Let's check the injury situation. So it's just Jaden Ivey. Everybody else is good to go. And everyone's been playing well. Everyone's been playing well for them. So I don't know what the heck going on my computer right there. So let's go to the Indiana side of the equation. I think Halliburton is doubtful for this game. And then Benedict Mathurin suspended for this game. All right, let me see. No, Halliburton's questionable, so he's questionable. He's been out the past 2 games, though. I think he plays this game. I don't know for certain. It is a groin injury, and groin injuries can linger, just like hamstring injuries can linger, especially for a basketball player moving laterally a lot. You know, that groin's really involved. Yeah, he might not play, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Aaron Nesmith, though, is questionable. Aaron Nesmith hasn't played in 2 months. So if he plays, he will replace Benedict Mathurin, and then they basically have their starting lineup. Not basically, they will. If Halliburton and Aaron Nesmith play, they have their starting lineup back. So let's check Indiana's schedule. Let's see what kind of form they're in. So no back-to-back for them. They lost at home Tuesday to Cleveland after they already beat them on Sunday. And before that, they had won six in a row. And it was against some good competition. At Miami, Phoenix, at home against Chicago is okay. It's not a great team, but whatever. They beat Golden State. That's a good win. Golden State was a bunch of backups. But at Cleveland, that's a damn good win, guys. That's a damn good win without Halliburton. Or Halliburton got hurt and didn't come back, I believe. So, yeah, and then they play Saturday at home against Philly. So, this is a focus spot for both teams. I know they played each other already. So, Detroit smoked them on Friday, November 29th. That was an NBA Cup game. And then they played the first game of the season. And they beat them 115-109. So, this is the third meeting. And then they play each other again Wednesday, January 29th. So whoever wins this game puts a strong hold on the tiebreakers. And these two teams might be involved with tiebreakers at the end of the season, believe it or not. So let's see what the spread is. It's Pistons -2. And I like the Pistons here. I do like the Pistons here. Let me take a little bit closer look here, guys. Like I said, the Pistons really haven't beaten anybody. That's the thing. I mean, New York at New York, that's a good win. Okay, I got to give them credit. Beating Minnesota in New York, that's a good win. Those are two good wins. They already have the confidence to beat Indiana because they already beat them once this year by a lot. Indiana, people are in and out of the lineup. Detroit's settled in. I like Detroit here, guys. I like Detroit -2. I like that. Over-unders feels a little low to me. 228 feels a little low. I think it opened like 227, so there's been some over money. Let's check the over-under trends for both these teams. Indiana is 22-18 over-under, so 55%. And then Detroit is 21-18, 54% pretty much to the over. So both these teams are slightly over teams right now currently. I feel like that's low, guys. I like that over. I'm gonna write that down. Let me see here. And then also my audio, guys. I don't know why my audio is so weird. It's like ever since I went to my parents' house for Christmas, it kind of like I don't know what went on with it. When I started doing the NBA live shows on YouTube, that's when it all started going weird. I hope it sounds okay. It sounded all right yesterday. But again, I'm on all podcast platforms, and that audio is always really, really clean. So just listen on any podcast at Free NBA Daily Bets, and you guys will find it there too. Okay, over 228. I like that too. Okay, guys, next game up, we have the Phoenix Suns at the Washington Wizards. And let's see here. So Phoenix just traded for Nick Richards, so he'll probably be able to play in this game. Bradley Beal is doubtful. And if you remember last year, Bradley Beal turned up when he went to Washington and played his former team, but looks like he's not going to play. He rolled his ankle pretty badly last game. I think he played through it, but then you know how that goes, guys. If you're an athlete, you wake up the next day after you hurt something, it can swell up and it can feel worse the next day than it did when you had the adrenaline playing through it. So, okay, so the Suns, they have won 4 out of their last 6 games. So they're turning the corner, but I mean they took the lead at Atlanta in the third quarter and then they just gave it away, and they really haven't beaten anybody. Honestly, I mean they beat Atlanta at home, but Atlanta's not a very good road team, and usually. Or like in their current form when they play them, and then they beat Utah, didn't cover, and then they beat Charlotte, did not cover. So like they're not covering when they're beating the bad teams. So let's see, they play at Detroit on Saturday. Let's take a look. Everyone's healthy except for Bradley Beal, and then our boy Nick Richards might play. So let's go to Washington. I won't spend too much time on this game, guys, but I mean, we know Kevin Durant's from Washington, D.C., or Maryland, whatever you want to call it, Southeast Maryland. They're healthy, except for Malcolm Brogdon and Marvin Bagley, but, it doesn't really matter. Let's see, the Wizard kids, they just lost by 14 to Minnesota. They actually covered that game. They have lost 7 games in a row. So after this game, they go out west, but it's not immediately. They will go out Saturday to Golden State. It's a 6-game road trip, guys. 6-game road trip. I don't see them getting a win out of any of those games. Man, Phoenix ain't losing this game, guys. I'm telling you that right now. No way. It's only minus 10.5. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to get involved in this game. It's hard to trust the Suns. It really is, but I think they win by more than 10. I think they do. I think they do. The Wizards just know how to lose games by a lot. They've lost the last 3 games in a row by more than 14 points, 13 points. Ah, man, I don't know, guys. I hate feeling dumb betting against the Wizards and then all of a sudden they cover. It's really annoying. But these two teams, I think, are the worst 2 spread teams in the NBA. Close. Washington's fourth worst now. But Phoenix is number 1. They're the worst. So I do lean Phoenix, guys. I kind of like it. I might get there with that. I actually might get there with that one. Over-under's at 233. I lean under. I think Phoenix is going to try to play some defense and win the game, not make it competitive. And when they really want to win games, they rely on their defense. And they're capable of playing good defense, too. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. But that's what I'm leaning. Phoenix Suns minus 10.5 and then under 233 for that game. Okay, next game up. We got the game of the day. They're already naming it the rematch. I think it's kind of funny. Like, these two teams haven't even been to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean to the Western Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. Like with these two makeups, and we're like kind of crowning them as like the top tier of each conference, you know? Like, playoff basketball is different than regular season. These two teams are built for the regular season, no doubt about it. They have great depth, they have great shooting, they play good defense. You're going to win a lot of regular season games. When you get in a matchup against a fully healthy, really good team, like Indiana, like Boston, like New York, okay, we'll see, Cleveland, we'll see. And same with OKC. We saw what happened last playoffs. They played Dallas. Denver's looking good. Memphis is looking good. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We will see. But anyways, Cleveland won the first matchup last week, January 8th, against OKC, 129-122. It was a great game. It was back and forth. It was a great game, no doubt about it. Let's see the injury report for Cleveland here. They're healthy except for Ty Jerome is questionable with the illness. But he missed the last couple games, so I think he might play for this one, guys. And he was big in that last game. He really was. Now, for Cleveland, the spot, no back-to-back. They play Saturday at Minnesota. Let's take a look at OKC. I know they're just getting home. This will be their first home game in a little bit. Yeah, this will be their first home game since Sunday, January 5th. And, this is the front end of a back-to-back. They're at Dallas, a Western Conference opponent, on Friday. Much more important game than this game, guys. This game's on national TV. They just beat you. They're going to get up for Cleveland more than Dallas. And Dallas, Kyrie's back, but, I think they get up for Cleveland, guys. I think they do. I know it's kind of crazy to say, but like when you have a Western Conference opponent, like that determines tiebreakers, not Eastern Conference opponents, you know. But they're a competitive young group. They want to get back at them for sure. They will get up for this one. The only thing is Isaiah Hartenstein is out for a week. So that just came out today. And they beat the Thunder last time because of Jared Allen and Mobley down low. They don't have anybody to guard them down low. They don't. So I already know Cleveland's going to go down into the paint with Mobley and with Allen. No doubt about it. Let's see what the spread is. So it's Cleveland +3. There's a -2.5 for the Thunder if you like the Thunder. And I'm telling you right now, I like Cleveland. And trust me, guys, I am like one of the most eager to bet the team in revenge from like less than a week. The team that lost, and they're at home now, and like the Thunder are, and they're a very good team. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cleveland's better than what they have right now. There's no Chet Holmgren. There's no Isaiah Hartenstein. Like those are two big key pieces that you're missing. The only way they win this game is if you outshoot them. Now there already is some over money coming in. I don't know if I agree with the over money. I know the first game flew over, but Cleveland's still one of the best over teams in the NBA at 26-13. They are the best, 66%. Let's see where what's it called? OKC is 19-20, 48%. So, I just think there's gonna be better defense in this game. I'm not expecting the shots to fall. I'm not going to play the over under, but I am tempted to play Cleveland +3 with no Hardenstein. I think Cleveland gets it done, guys. Cleveland's just on a mission right now. Like they really are. They're just on a mission. I mean, they've only lost 5 games all year. I'm not saying OKC isn't on a mission, but that's gonna be a good game, guys. I like +3 for Cleveland. I really think Cleveland pulls it out. I don't know. I don't know. I just that down low matchup with. I mean, they're gonna be able to control the paint, control rebounding. Like that stuff adds up. As long as Cleveland doesn't turn the ball over, I mean, they're gonna get so many extra shots and extra chances to score. So that's the only way I can only look Cleveland +3, and trust me, I wanna bet the Thunder. I really do. I don't think they're the better team tonight. I don't think they are. All right, the Clippers at the Trailblazers. Let's see. The Clippers are playing right now against the Brooklyn Nets. Dang, they're up by 21. I'm not surprised, but like I'm mad. I should have bet them in the first half. That's what I should have done, because all these teams, all these like whenever you're playing, guys, I think this is a good trend here, guys. Just something I've noticed this year. In the first quarter, when there's a really good team playing a team with all their backups, like tonight with the Brooklyn Nets, that first quarter they don't take seriously. They don't. Like some teams do, but for the majority of the time, it's a very relaxed, like lazy attitude. Like, oh, let's go out there, let's feel out the game. It was tied 21-21 at the end of the first quarter. Now what do? Oh crap. Okay, we're keeping them in the game too much. Now let's turn up. Now let's take control of the game. So that's what they're doing right now. They're up 58-35 now, almost halftime. So that probably will hold. They'll probably be very well rested for this game, but they do have to travel all the way up to Portland. So we'll see. We will see, guys. They already played each other this year. They won December 3rd at home against Portland, 127-105. And then they won also at home. Oh, no, they lost 106-105 at home October 30th. So, okay. And then they come back home Sunday and then play the Lakers. All right, let's see Portland. Now, Kawhi is not going to play in this game at Portland. I'm pretty positive on that. He's playing tonight, but he's not going to play at Portland. Okay, so Portland's lost 3 in a row. They haven't looked good in their 2 home games. This will be their 3rd home game in their past 5 games. Man, I want to bet the Trailblazers here. I don't know what the spread is, but I'm telling you right now, I'm leaning that way. Klingen's out. Robert Williams is doubtful. Jeremy Grant's still out with his facial fracture or whatever happened to him. Denny Avdija is doubtful, so they're pretty banged up though. They're pretty banged up. And then DeAndre Ayton just isn't playing well still. Um, he's just a disgrace, man. Honestly, like he really is. So Anthony Simon, Shaden Sharp, Kamara, Scoot Henderson, Chris Murray, Delano Banton, Duop Reith. Let me see what the spread is. Plus 5.5? Why? Why are the Trailblazers plus 5.5? They should be like plus 10 or plus 8. That's kind of crazy to me. Unless the Clippers are really just like not sitting. I'm gonna have to wait on that, guys, because um, that's low. That's low. The Trailblazers are not a good team. I know they've had good stretches this year, good like 5 game spurts, but I mean they're not in good form right now, and they have like really not great depth either. I mean they do have some shooting capability, but I don't know. I mean, I'm staying off that game. That's weird, guys. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, the Clippers aren't going to take them seriously, but are the Trailblazers good enough to keep the game close? It's a Trailblazer spot for sure, but I can't trust them. Over unders 221. I like the under, but Trailblazers at home have been going over. Now that I think about it, let me see. Yeah, they went over against Brooklyn. Um, yeah, they're gonna shoot the ball a lot, guys. Let me see. Let me see over under. What's going on with Portland? They're 19 and 19, so 50%. The Clippers are the last in the NBA at 14 and 23, 37.8% to the over, 62% to the under. I like the over. I do like that over. Clippers are scoring the ball well tonight. 58 at halftime. You know, Portland's gonna. I wish that over under was more like in the two teens, like 217 or something. I would feel better about the over then. But Clippers on the back to back, I definitely don't think they're gonna play great defense or respect the Trailblazers at all. It's just, come on, Trailblazers. I mean, with everything that I'm saying, you need the Trailblazers to do their part. Like if they really, I mean, you would think that they would. Third home game out of 5. They lost really bad the last 2. I think they come out and they give a really good effort here. I think they do. I lean over 221. I do like that, guys. Okay. Next game up. It's the last game of the night. Whew. Man, yesterday was tough, guys. That was 11 games. 11 games. And it took forever to get through all that stuff. Okay. Last game up. We've got the Houston Rockets at the Sacramento Kings. So this will be Sacramento's first home game in a very long time. It is, well, Monday, January 6th, they were at home. They only went on a 3-game road trip. So sorry, it's not that long. But it's still kind of long. It's like a week and a half. So they came off that loss against Milwaukee. I was on the right side of that, thank goodness. Man, my 5-unit max bets are cashing big time, guys. So happy about that. So let's take a look at the injury report. I know Malik Monk missed the last game. Let's take a look at Malik now. He's probable, so he's probably going to play. Everyone else is good to go for the Kings. And yeah, De'Aaron Fox, DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis. And for the they play Sunday, so they have 2 days off after this too. 2 days off after this, Friday and Saturday off, and they're at home against Washington. And then they get another 2 days off, and then they're at home against Golden State. Like, they're really chilling right now, but they're off of a very bad loss, a bad showing. Now, Houston, they just can't stop winning. They've won 5 in a row. They beat a shorthanded Nuggets team tonight without Jokic and without Aaron Gordon. But everybody else played, and they whooped their ass, 128-108. So let's take a look at the minutes played. Fred VanVleet, 35. Amen Thompson, 35. Jalen Green, 30. Dang, they just shot the lights out the ball tonight, guys. That's really what happened. They shot the lights out the ball. Happened with Denver. Denver shot the ball well, too. It's crazy. 48% from 3, 53% from the field, and you only score 108 points. That's because they turned the ball over 18 times to Houston's 8. Man, I want to bet Sacramento here. I really like this spot for Sacramento, guys. Off a loss. Oh, gosh. Sacramento. I mean, they should really cover the first quarter, first half, full game. I'm having, like, PTSD from, like, my awful stretch when I bet the Kings and they just kept freaking losing me money. That's the spot, though, guys. That is the spot. You got Sacramento coming off where they were losing by 30 points at one point. Then you got the Rockets off of a super satisfying win. They've won 5 in a row. It just feels like they can't lose this season. But in my opinion, they're still overachieving a little bit, or a lot of bit. And trust me, I love Houston. I've made a lot of money with Houston this year. I love them, trust me, no doubt about it. But I just know them on the road, they have been overachieving big time this year. I don't think they're that great of a team. I think Sacramento gets them here, guys. I think it's going to be a 5-unit play for me. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 5-unit play. Houston on a back-to-back, going to Denver, to Sacramento. Yeah, it's already up to -3. Yeah, I'm going to bet that as soon as I get done with this podcast, guys. I really like that. I like that a lot. I do think the Kings win for sure. And again, like I've been talking about, let's talk about it right now. If you can pick the winners, they're most likely going to cover the spread. Just look at tonight, guys. Toronto won, covered as a 14-point underdog. It's crazy. Atlanta won as an underdog. Milwaukee won as a favorite, 122-93. New Orleans won as a favorite by 3 points. Memphis won as a favorite by 14 points. Houston won as a 5-point favorite. Charlotte won but did not cover. That's the one right there, guys. So that's the only team tonight that won but did not cover. I guess New York technically won and covered the closing line, 5.5. Looks like the Clippers are going to cover. Miami and Los Angeles are still battling it out. Same with Golden State and Minnesota right now. But again, you can pick the winners. You're going to win a lot of money, guys. So that is the show. I appreciate y'all listening. I am going to try my best because I am dedicated. I've only missed like 2 or 3 days out of the whole entire NBA season. I am going to try my best to do a podcast. I can't guarantee it. I cannot guarantee it. I'm going to be partying and having a good time. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. But all right, that's the show. I appreciate all y'all for listening, watching on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop a like. Drop a comment. I'll see you guys tomorrow.